What could be more fun than practicing a language you barely know in a group of peers? Hello, heroes. I'm Hope Williams, and today we're talking about the Let's Practice page. What is the Let's Practice page? We know it's for one-on-one interaction between the student and the teacher, but what do we do there? How do we do it? Today we'll talk about 4 purposes of the Let's Practice page. They are correction, practice, extension, and connection. Plus, stay tuned and I'll share with you one component that every Let's Practice page should include. The Let's Practice page uses the one-on-one mode to give students individual attention. Parents love the group interaction that Magic Ears provides for their students. But because of the one-on-one mode, their students can also get the individual attention that they need. The 2 primary purposes for the Let's Practice page are correction and practice. Let's talk about correction first. Did you know that 60% of the complaints Magic Ears receives from parents has to do with failure to make corrections? I know I've contributed to this percentage myself. When you think about it, parents chose a platform like Magic Ears, who pays teachers who are native speakers, for a reason. They're expecting our expertise. Native speakers can really listen and hear if their students are making a mistake. So because of this, the parents have certain expectations. When a teacher pulls a student onto the Let's Practice page, the parent's expectation is that the teacher is going to take time to listen to the student. Now, this is where I've messed up in the past, because I was thinking about all the other things in class and didn't always really take time to listen to what the students were saying. Because of that, I got some negative feedback that I wasn't correcting the student. When you see the Let's Practice page, think of it as a time to kind of check in with yourself and make sure that you're present, thinking about that particular student so you can really listen and see if they are making any mistakes, so that you can give them good correction. I know it can be easier to think, you're 5 years old and you're learning a foreign language, here's a trophy for you. But the fact is, Chinese parents paying for class with a native speaker are expecting us to take the opportunity to correct their student. We have a limited amount of time that we can spend with each student in one-on-one mode, so that time should be used to really listen and to really give the correction that the parents are expecting. We will need to make our own judgment calls about pacing and how much time we spend with each student. But don't forget that the other students who are watching the one-on-one mode are also benefiting. The one-on-one mode and Let's Practice page can be beneficial for everyone, as 3 students below watch and listen to the mistakes that the student above is making. And vice versa, the students that are doing very well can help the students who are struggling a bit. Let's watch a clip from teacher Amy. Notice how Amy helps her student by giving him an up-close look at how to pronounce letter V.
Very. The very. V. 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 Yeah. V. V. Good. Very. 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 Close. Good. Very. 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 Good. Re. Good. Okay, one more time, Daniel. Very. Good.
Student Daniel makes a lot of progress while Amy is practicing with him, but he will need to continue to practice. Amy rewards him before moving on, and because she's given him lots of practice time, Even though he didn't master the item, the parents who are seated nearby know that Daniel got adequate correction and the full attention of the teacher while they were on the Let's Practice page. Now let's watch a clip from Teacher Marcos. Notice how Teacher Marcos handles the mispronunciation of the word left. Watch for how he notices the mistake and then demonstrates with emphasis on the part that the student is leaving out with the visual for the t sound.
Left.
All right, listen, go. Left, left, left. Try to go. Left, left, left,
left.
Little bit better. Continue to practice, okay? Listen. Listen to JJ. JJ, can you say left, left, left?
Left.
Perfect. That's perfect. Good speaking. Job. You got it. Honey, you ready? Go. Left. Excellent. Good speaking. Awesome. Good girl. All right, one more time. Jean. Left. Try not to go. Left. Go. Left.
Left.
Much better. Yay, that's a lot better job. Good job, Jean. You did it.
His student still needs a lot of work, and Marcos moves on, but he encourages his student to observe the practice of the other student. Then, when Teacher Marcos worked with the student a second time, he got much closer to correct pronunciation. Teacher Marcos celebrated with his students with fireworks and sound effects and put in some time giving him adequate praise. And then you can see the sense of pride on the student's face because he accomplished something. Remember, it feels good to conquer an obstacle, so correcting a student provides them that opportunity to then feel proud of themselves for what they're learning. Correction is a positive force. The second primary function of the Let's Practice page is practice. Let's face it, practice can be boring, but we teachers have a few tricks up our sleeves to make practice more fun. We have props, TPR, voice variation, and energy to make practice more fun than simply repeating a word. Let's watch a clip from Teacher Heather. Notice that when Teacher Heather has her student repeat juice for the second time, she introduces a new prop. This causes the student's brain to fire off and have to think about this word again. Plus, it makes it more interesting than simply saying juice, juice, juice.
Juice! Yes, yummy juice. Juice. Yes, Sean, trophy for you. Good job.
You can do this with lots of vocabulary words, and it increases the fun for the students to see what you're going to pull out. Black. Black. Teacher Tara keeps things interesting by using voice variation.
Can you say yellow? Very good. You've such a pretty voice, Yo-Yo. Very good. Angela, can you say, oh, look at your ball. Can you say yellow? Very good. Good pronunciation, Angela. Wonderful.
Whenever we vary the voice that we use with the student, it makes repeating it more fun. It's always more fun to repeat apple than it is apple, apple, apple. Teacher Callie keeps it fun with voice variation as well. They try 3 different styles.
You say penguin.
Penguin.
And quietly, penguin. Very good. Good job. Okay, and then can you say it slowly? Penguin.
Penguin.
Very good. Good job.
Now let's look at Teacher McKenna's approach to the practice page. She listens to the student first to see if they need correction. If and when they don't need correction, she moves on to giving each student an individualized or personalized style of repetition.
1,
1. 1.
Yes! Good job! Well done, sweet Enya. And Lulu, can you say 1?
1.
Very good. Should we say it in song? 1, 1, 1.
1, 1, 1.
Yes! Good job, Miss Lulu. Well done. And Chi Chi, it's your turn. 1.
1.
That's right. Let's see. 3 times fast. 1, 1, 1.
1, 1, 1.
Yes!
It's kind of fun for the student to have their own special thing with the teacher. Speaking about individualized approaches, we can't forget that there are different learning styles. Watch as Teacher Ginger nails Watermelon's personal learning style. First, she corrects his errors, and then they have fun doing TPR.
Watermelon, say run.
1.
Run.
1.
Yes, now show me. Run. Run. Yes, very good, Watermelon. Yay, excellent.
Teacher David also uses some fun physical motions to keep it exciting. His student loves it, and they get in some good practice.
Fishing rod.
Fishing rod.
Fishing rod.
Fishing rod.
Fishing rod.
Fishing rod.
Yeah. Yay.
When we break things up and keep it interesting, practice can be a lot of fun for everyone. So the 2 primary functions of the Let's Practice page are correction and practice. But if we have time or feel it's appropriate, we can also use the Let's Practice page for extension or building a personal connection with the student. Extension. Let's watch Teacher Jordan's example with student Zizi. When she quickly masters the pronunciation of letter S, he gives her something slightly more difficult that she can handle with support from him.
Busy. S.
S.
This is S.
This is S.
This is S.
This is S.
Wow, so good. Very good, Zizi. High five.
In this clip, by asking an extension question, Teacher Debbie is supporting her student as she grows in her English language learning.
Zoe, tomato.
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 Yes, your shirt is red. Is your shirt red? Yes! It is. Good job.
Let's watch a clip from Teacher Ashley's class. Teacher Ashley not only practices the word perfect, but also uses it in a sentence and demonstrates this kind of difficult abstract concept for the student.
George, are these perfect?
No.
No. Are these perfect?
Yes.
Yes, perfect.
Perfect.
Yes, great job.
By asking the extension question, she knows whether the student is just saying perfect or understanding perfect. Building connections. Finally, the one-on-one mode is a great place to have planned or unplanned moments of connection with the student. When you have time with the student one-on-one, you may pick up some ideas for how to make class more fun for them. Watch Teacher April as she connects with her student. They have fun and laugh together, and student Devin will remember this as a fun class.
Okay, say playground.
Playground.
Oh my goodness. Say playground.
Playground.
Good job. Say playground, playground, playground.
Playground, playground, playground.
Good job, Devin.
This clip from Teacher Lynn is a classic. The dance-off is a great way to have a personal connection. Watch Alan break out of his shell to dance with Teacher Lynn.
All right, Alan, dance. All right, let's see you dance. Great.
And it's just another day of Jay and Juice until Teacher Kara personalizes the one-on-one experience for student Johnny.
J. Good. Juice.
Juice.
J is for Johnny. J is for Johnny. Yeah, J is for Johnny. Big J is for Johnny.
Big J.
Little J. Good job, Johnny. Good job. You get a trophy.
Johnny's a little reserved, holding back a little, but when Teacher Kara uses his name for the J word, Johnny gets what my grandma would call tickled. And now for the bonus. What is the one component every Let's Practice page should include? Praise, of course. Let's make sure to take some time with our students after they've worked hard to individually praise them in the Let's Practice page. Watch the students' faces and reactions as they receive praise from the teachers for their hard work.
Good job, Johnny. Good job. You get a trophy.
Good job, Devin.
It is. Good job.
Very good, Watermelon. Yay! Yes, Sean, trophy for you. Good job.
Perfect. That's perfect. Good speaking. Job.
Very good, Zizi. High five. Yes, awesome job.
Very good. You're such a pretty voice, Yo-Yo. Very good.
One.
Yes, good job. Well done, sweet Enya.
Good job, Ting Ting. You did it. You did it.